A well-adjusted person is one who makes the same mistake twice without getting nervous. I never expect a perfect work from an imperfect man. Hard words are very rarely useful. Real firmness is good for everything. Strut is good for nothing. Experience is the oracle of truth, and where its responses are unequivocal, they ought to be conclusive and sacred. We must make the best of those ills which cannot be avoided. I have thought it my duty to exhibit things as they are, not as they ought to be. Nobody expects to trust his body overmuch after the age of 50. You should not have taken advantage of my sensibility to steal into my affections without my consent. Give all the power to the many, they will oppress the few. Give all the power to the few, they will oppress the many. Why has government been instituted at all? Because the passions of man will not conform to the dictates of reason and justice without constraint. Here, sir, the people govern, here they act by their immediate representatives. Vigor of government is essential to the security of liberty. If we must have an enemy at the head of government, let it be one whom we can oppose, and for whom we are not responsible. All communities divide themselves into the few and the many. The first are the rich and well-born, the other the mass of the people. There is a certain enthusiasm in liberty, that makes human nature rise above itself, in acts of bravery and heroism. The passions of a revolution are apt to hurry even good men into excesses. Men are rather reasoning than reasonable animals, for the most part governed by the impulse of passion. In the general course of human nature, a power over a man's subsistence amounts to a power over his will. Nature of war to increase the executive at the expense of the legislative authority. When the sword is once drawn, the passions of men observe no bounds of moderation.